Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be flying on my all-time favourite aircraft, the Jet2 B757, from here in Manchester to Antalya in Turkey. So without further ado, let's get into it. Most flights with Jet2 depart from Terminal 2 here at Manchester, so that's where we're going to be going to today. When we arrived, the terminal was fairly busy, but Jet2 staff helped us get through fast and efficiently, which was very good. We were then directed to security, which took only 2 or 3 minutes, which made the whole check-in and security experience just over 5 minutes, which is absolutely brilliant compared to what Manchester have been doing recently. So guys, we're now all through security. Whole experience was about 15 to 20 minutes, so very quick, very efficient here at Manchester. Hasn't been over the past few years, but today it was really good. Maybe helped by the lack of flights at this time, but anyway, really good from the staff as well. Jet2 staff at check-in, really good, and so with the security staff at Manchester Airport. But yeah guys, big thumbs up for Manchester on this one. We then headed through duty free here at Terminal 2, which is absolutely massive. There's so much to choose from. But today, I didn't really fancy buying anything. And of course, you could never forget the stunning Manchester Bee-themed lights here at Terminal 2 at Manchester. They are just absolutely amazing and never fail to amaze me whenever I find myself in this terminal. We then sat down in a restaurant called San Carlo, which was very nice, and it also had a great view of the apron, which I took advantage of. So guys, this is our planes for today's flight. A 34-year-old Jet2 757, registered G-LSAA, and this will be taking us to Antalya today. Of course, the Jet2 Boeing 757 is my favourite plane, so I was so excited when I saw it at the gate. Even though I already knew I was flying on one, it was just so good to see it in the flesh. We were then called for boarding and started getting on the aircraft. The Jet2 757 is laid out in a 3-3 configuration. Boarding was late, so we missed our original departure slot, which was quite a big problem because Manchester was very busy at this time of day and we didn't know when we were going to get in for another one. So we were all just left to wait on the plane. But this is no one's fault, and I'm sure it happens with many other flights. So guys, another update. We have missed that departure slot. We don't have a tug. So basically it doesn't really look like we're going anywhere at this moment in time. But hopefully we can get on the way soon. I very much doubt that though. I reckon we're looking at least an hour delay here. So obviously not great. Some blame must be put on Jet2, but obviously I know they can't do too much about it. It's mainly the ground staff at Manchester. It's it's not great at the moment, but it's no one's fault really. It's just COVID, things like that. But yeah, I think it's just down to the lack of staff. But yeah, we're just going to see where we go. Hopefully we land in Turkey tonight, but only time will tell. Then, about an hour and 15 minutes late, we started our pushback out of Manchester, which was a relief to all passengers. So now, please enjoy this full thrust takeoff at Manchester Airport by the powerful RB211s of this Jet2 Boeing 757.
I just like leave the best out of it.
then took off and headed northeast towards Manchester. We would then fly east over the North Sea and overhead Amsterdam before heading into German airspace. Today's flight time was 3 hours and 52 minutes. Legroom on the Jet2 B757 is always decent, even though I'm very small, but if you were 6 foot, I reckon you'd be alright. We then started to enter a beautiful sunset over northwestern Europe. Bit of a toilet tour here, guys, so yeah, alright, pretty much the same as every other Jet2 757 toilet. Not very spacious, this one's really old, but anyway, yeah, toilet tour complete. I then got back to my seat and had a Pepsi and some macaroni cheese for my dinner, which to be honest was fairly tasteless, but I guess it's aeroplane food after all, I shouldn't really expect much. The cabin crew then started to dim the lights in preparation for our landing into Antalya. Before landing, we had to do a loop over the sea to get onto approach path, which meant we did actually fly past the airport before we landed on it. We also routed overhead Antalya city centre.
That's like sick.
Maybe the night my favourite
Trying to give you a massive forehead. Really curly forehead.
It is massive.
Charlie's being hella selfish.
Charlie, what's the biggest plane that come here?
777.
Whoa, look at that building over there.
Why is it like spinning? It's like all the stuff's on a hill up there.
It is.
We're coming into land in 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Clap. 3, 2, 1. Now. 3, 2, 1.
We then taxied towards our stand at Terminal 2 here at Antalya, but before I left the plane, I was invited to the cockpit by the captain, which was very nice of him. I also stayed there for about 5 minutes, which is the longest I've ever been in a cockpit for, which was absolutely brilliant. I couldn't thank him enough.
The speed of sound, that's how we generally when we're at 0.75, the Mach decimal 7/8, 0.78 for the speed of sound. It equates to roughly 550 miles per hour. And then, depending on the wind, because that's your airspeed.
Does he know his way around this
Changes your
airport?
speed over the ground. So with the tailwinds, you can go a bit quicker. But we've got quite strong headwind. Almost 1 hour's worth of flight to get there. It's about 15 street. Just don't go as fast as they go easy. So we've got the takeoff. Well, if I told you, we're allowed to, and that's we can. Probably about 80% tomorrow morning.
Thanks for watching, guys, from the cockpit. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Have a great evening. Goodbye from this Jet2 B757 cockpit. Yeah, great.